What's
It's
up?
so awkward.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Welcome back to our channel, bitches.
Emily has a whole planner.
So
Organized.
today we're going to be doing a get ready with me where we do our makeup and just kind of have girl talk where we just chat back and forth and answer some questions and just, talk about life because what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Did you see the TikTok that Destiny posted? About basically how this generation's kind of fucked.
Damn.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Yeah, everything's so expensive.
Oh,
Milk
yes.
costs $10.
Yes.
Eggs cost $10. Rent.
It's ridiculous.
And we're all having to have at least 3 to 4 income streams to just get by.
I'm over it. I don't know. I was talking to my friend the other day, and just OnlyFans COVID versus now is so different.
Big pay cut.
It was so easy when everyone was at home, and now
I heard it's a big difference.
Oh my God.
I wish I would have started with COVID. I was in Norway for the Marine Corps. I was literally we're literally standing outside in this. It's called a formation where you and it's in Norway, so it's negative something degrees. It's freezing, and we're all just freezing. And then they come out. They're like, yeah, so we're gonna need to quarantine everyone. We might not be leaving for another 6 to 8 months. We're thinking we're gonna be stuck in Norway. We end up going back on time, but we were the last group to go back on time before everybody got stuck because they put a no flight.
Yeah.
No traveling.
You couldn't do anything.
Yeah, we were the very last ones.
That's crazy.
I would have way rather been making my fucking money on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I wish I would have been smarter with my money because all that money I made,
I know.
it's nowhere. It's
That's
not anywhere.
So Jose has actually taught me, Jose, my boyfriend, he's taught me, I wouldn't say he's the best with money, but he's a lot better than me with money.
Yeah.
And, he taught me that you're supposed to use your credit, you really shouldn't use debit cards.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I was using my debit card for, ooh, my cat. Squirted all over me.
They squirted today. Yeah, well, I kind of went by that too, and now I'm $10,000 in a credit card.
Oh yeah, see that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
If you're gonna do that, just be a little smart
and always pay off your credit card every month.
Yeah.
But easier said than done. I think the main thing about being a human is that we all have to learn for ourselves.
Exactly.
And some people learn faster than others. And some people need to, like me, I have to mess up at least 3 times before it fucking clicks.
And you can't really tell me shit. I have to learn myself.
Yeah. So me and Emily actually met a really good time, I would say.
I agree.
Because I think we're both going through a lot personally.
Yeah.
And both just kind of needing some change in our life.
Yes. Some positive change.
Because for me, this lifestyle, I love being in the adult industry and everything, but especially with traveling, my health kind of went down the drain. I was drinking all the time.
Well, yeah, and just the environment. A lot of people are like, oh, let's drink while we work, or let's drink before we work, or we just finished our collab, let's go out and stuff. And
yes.
It's hard to say no because that is fun and that is something I want to do, but
what is it? If it's a party every day, it's not a party anymore or something.
Yeah, and then you kind of it loses the value and the fun.
So we have decided we're doing kind of I don't know if you're official on doing it, but somewhere something kind of like a 75 hard.
Yes. Well, I kind of want to 75 hard it, and then I don't know. I never want to drink again.
You try to want to be sober.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really think that would work best for me.
That's good.
I threw away all my White Claws.
Okay.
I haven't threw away the tequila yet. I haven't opened up the door yet.
One thing about Emily, tell them your drink of choice.
My drink of choice is Casamigos Reposado, a double, straight up, with a Diet Coke on the side.
It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, and it's just...
But it does the job.
It does the job, but...
For the next 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah. The other day I went out with my mom, and I think I had 1 double and 1 single, with a water. I was like,
Okay.
no Diet Coke, because that shit's horrible for you too.
Yeah, it is.
And I just feel like shit.
Yeah.
I also had a really greasy pizza, but
Ooh, was that good though?
no,
No.
it was so greasy.
Too greasy. It was like when you dab on the
I literally
napkin
was dabbing
and it's
it.
dripping.
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck is really going on here?
I think within the next couple of days, I'm gonna open up my liquor cabinet and either find someone that wants all of it, because I have a shit ton of
Donate
shit.
it to the Happy Bean Project.
Is that okay?
No. They
that.
would lose their minds though, because you know how coffee shops have syrups?
Yeah.
So I have a nonprofit that we help the homeless, and we bring them coffee, and we always bring our coffee syrups, which like basically look like liquor bottles, and they're always like, "You brought us liquor," and they get so excited. So it'd be funny if we actually did one
but
day.
I feel like that's like bad.
No, I don't think that's legal. I think you have to have a
Really?
liquor license.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're distributing
for sure.
liquor, yeah. That would be a bad way for my nonprofit to
We
go
go
down.
to jail. We're like, we just switched our lives around.
We're like, we're so healthy, we don't drink. We just provide alcohol
We're
to
in
the
jail.
homeless.
That would happen.
But I do know a lot of people that like will go and buy like the homeless a beer and stuff. And I used to kind of not judge that, but I used to disagree with that. But now, my friend Callie actually said like, who are we to fucking judge like somebody else wanting to have a drink?
And everyone needs to take
Like,
the edge
why
off.
are they not allowed to have a drink,
But we can,
are?
yeah. And it's
Just
like...
because we have more money than them.
Right, and it's like, well, what if they use it to go buy drugs? I would have used it to go buy drugs.
There's
you know what I'm
people
saying?
that do-
Like, it's
yes.
just, like...
And especially when you're in that atmosphere, I'm sorry, but like, your life is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
So, my whole nonprofit, we bring clothing and like hygiene stuff.
Of course.
Like
yeah.
things that they actually need. But yeah, so we're, I'm like 2 days in on the 75 hard.
Yeah, I didn't read yesterday.
I did read. I got one on my phone. I don't think that counts. I think you have to have like a book.
I think that counts.
Okay.
I mean, you're reading
it's
a book.
It's a shitty book, dude.
Well, that doesn't count.
I was like, I do not
Is it
like this.
nonfiction?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. How do you know if a book's nonfiction
Well,
or not?
nonfiction is like real information, and then fiction's like a story.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's called
So we need
Chemistry. It's like
know.
a famous book. But maybe
It's like
I
a
just
love
have to get, I don't know.
What'd you read about?
So far, it's about two chemists meeting.
Okay, it sounds fiction. So you need to get a
I need to
nonfiction.
sit, which we'll do at the bookstore today.
We're gonna go to Barnes and Noble. So for me, I think I'm on like a little spiritual journey. So I feel like I'm kind of like I was a caterpillar before, and right now I'm in my cocoon,
Okay.
preparing to become a butterfly.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes, I think I'm just preparing to blossom and bloom.
And I think you're gonna be fucking flying butterfly.
Thank
like,
you. I hope so.
There's not gonna be one thing wrong with this butterfly wing. I think people who have been through a lot of like trauma, and hardships in their life, they kind of get stuck in this like thinking of that's just like life. But there are literally people who don't have hardship and trauma.
Yeah.
I promise. Like there are people
Really?
who have good lives.
Well, but they've never experienced
Yes.
anything traumatic.
Maybe not nothing, but
But maybe
there
like,
are people
not.
who have had less.
Yeah.
And that can be our life. Like we can like starting now
It's like a choice.
live like a life with low, hardship
Yeah.
and like just living good.
Yeah. Just not putting ourselves in certain situations and positions.
Exactly. And it's okay. For me, it was really hard because I'm kind of not used to having like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So like now that I have like enough money to survive, I'm like always thinking like I don't deserve this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, actually I fucking do.
You do deserve it.
Yeah, like I love
You did
like
this
I
shit.
could spend money on like wall decorations.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yes, I used
love
to
that.
never be able to spend money on wall
Yep.
decorations.
Yeah, I cannot wait to redo my whole apartment.
Oh, I bet.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, just make it your own.
Yes.
Yes. So Emily's single.
Newly single and not ready to mingle, so don't get any ideas. I'm just figuring out my new life and starting this new chapter, and I'm very excited and very eager to see where life takes me.
You're way better at being single than me.
Really?
Yes.
You're a relationship person?
I'm like, yeah, not necessarily a relationship, but like, I can't even like, if, like, say, I'm like I gotta find somebody else to get under to get over somebody, which is bad.
I see. So you need like a rebound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't necessarily want to go, like, from being in a heavy relationship to being in another heavy relationship. But I would want to go out and, like,
yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I do, like,
Well,
like, some casual fun, yeah.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been good. I wouldn't say that's a good thing.
I think I just want my peace so bad right now that being by myself, I was talking to my aunt yesterday and we were talking about me being single, and she was like, I notice you do so much better when you're by yourself, and I really do. Like, in all departments of life, spiritually, financially, emotionally, mentally.
All of it.
When I'm by myself, all those boxes are checked off. I, like, tend to just neglect myself.
You grew up as an only child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only child.
Do you think that that's probably why then?
Probably. Because I'm very
knows,
independent and very just, I want things my way. That's not always a good characteristic, but...
But there's pros and cons to everything.
Yes, exactly.
I do wish that I could be a little bit more... I would say I'm very independent, like, as far as taking care of myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not independent emotionally. Like,
yeah.
If I get lonely fast.
Really?
Like, I like to be around people. I like my time on by myself, but only if I know that my time on myself could end at any moment. Like I can go out in my backyard and have my time on myself, but I know if I want to go talk to my boyfriend, I can go talk to him.
Yeah. So you grew up with siblings, right?
Yeah, one brother.
Okay.
And he's the reason I started my nonprofit, because he struggles big time with mental health. Mm-hmm. Like, huge.
Yeah.
Like, he has, my brother had some mental health issues, and then he stole my car, left me stranded in LA. Yeah. While I'm wearing a fucking swimsuit. And, like, just somebody who can do something like that shows that they have, like, severe mental health issues. Yeah. And, but when he's sober, he's not like that at all. So I started the Happy Bean Project to try to help people, that have severe mental health issues because of my brother.
That's awesome.
But my brother's sober right now.
That's good. Is he here?
No, he's in LA.
Okay, cool.
And he's supposed to come to Texas, but...
Are y'all close in age?
Yeah, 2 years difference.
Oh, nice. You're oldest?
I'm older, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but me and my brother were raised separate because a pretty bad event happened when we were kids, and then so I moved in with my grandma.
Okay.
So I lived with my grandma for, I think, like a year or two, and he stayed with my parents. So, and then after that, like, we barely talked. Yeah. And then when we did talk again, that was the time I took him to California, and that's when he left me stranded. So,
and he just decided to stay there?
Yeah, we've just not had a good relationship.
Yeah.
But he does mean well. It's just, again, like, I really think that people are born with mental health issues.
I agree.
And he really was. Because he's had issues since he was, like, 3 years old.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, and those people still deserve clothing and food.
And, yeah.
And housing.
Yeah, and to be, like,
the
a normal
basic needs.
Person. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what got us into the lifestyle?
You go first.
Okay, so what got me into the lifestyle was me and my ex broke up.
So we're talking, like, work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my ex broke up, and I needed money. That's what got me into it. This was right when I got out of the military in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had the Happy Bean Project, my nonprofit, but I don't, like, barely pay myself from that because, like, I never wanted the Happy Bean to be something I survive on.
Exactly.
So, that was my, like, only source of income. And I had donated my car to the Happy Bean Project, so I didn't have a car. And I didn't have a place to live.
You're such a good
I'm
woman.
like, fuck, dude. I'm screwed.
That's crazy, yeah.
So I just started stripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made my money. Here I am today. I got Let's Get Naked on the wall. What about you? How did you get into it?
So me, let's see. So when I graduated high school, I went to Texas State in San Marcos. And I
Oh,
was
so you did go to college?
for a semester.
Okay.
And I was studying biology because I wanted to go to med school and be an OBGYN and deliver babies.
Oh, I love that.
And so it only lasted a semester.
Why?
Well, I just wasn't very good at it, and I never went to class. And then I was like, this is not for me. And I was with this guy who we'd been together since high school. And so, like, after the semester was over, I was like, I'm over this relationship. I'm over school.
Yeah.
Time for a new life. So I just broke up with him.
Okay.
After, like, 5 years. I was like, we're done.
You guys were together for 5 years?
All of high school.
Holy shit.
And, I mean, I was just like, we're done.
And just cold turkey.
Yeah.
What did he say about that?
Well, he was super upset. And...
Like, crying upset?
Yeah.
Like...
And he was living with me for free. And that bothered me, too. Because my dad was paying my rent because I was going to school.
Yeah.
And so, like, that would bother me. And then he would, like, get on me about how dirty the room was. Which, it wasn't dirty. It was messy. Okay? And I'm a girl.
So you're like me. Like, I always have, like, stuff around.
Yeah, just clothes
Yes.
and, like, makeup.
But
and...
I like dust and shit. Like, I don't...
Yeah,
like,
I
I clean my bathroom.
Yes.
But I have clutter. Yeah.
But also, like, you're not paying my rent. And
So
you're not
shut the
paying
fuck
to
up.
live here. So, you clean it or you shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
So, I broke up with him, and then I told my dad I wanted to drop out, and he was like, okay, well, then you're going to have to pay your own bills. And for some reason, I was shocked.
Younger us, or, you know.
I was baffled. We were at Cracker Barrel, and I was like, what?
I like how you remember what restaurant you were at.
Yes.
Which,
And
fuck Cracker Barrel.
fuck Cracker Barrel, but it is
horrible
good.
restaurant.
Yes. And, so then I was like, okay. So then I started waitressing, or no, hostessing,
Hostessing, I think.
at Hooters.
Ooh.
Horrible. The girls were so mean.
Really?
So mean. Like, it was like weird college town Hooters. Like, just very mean and like...
That's fucking strange.
And they would get pissed when you would sit like their area, and I'm like, this is my job.
Yeah.
Like, we're going in order. Do you want to make money or not? And so then I quit after 2 weeks, and I was like, wait. Oh, this girl actually that worked there, she started waitressing at a strip club in Austin. And I was like, wait, I used to play club volleyball when I was a kid by this one strip club that was like the only strip club I knew of in Austin, because it was right by where I kind of grew up and played volleyball. And so I was like, let me just go in there and apply. Got the job right on the spot.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like 19.
And it's kind of exhilarating.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God.
Like was it like an adrenaline rush for you?
Kind of, but I wasn't stripping. I was just serving.
No, but like even just like going into
Yes,
like
I
the
was, like,
drive there,
yes.
like I remember every detail about the drive there. I'm like, I'm really fucking doing this.
And I'm like, and then you got to get out of the car, and you're like, okay, just walk in. Like the worst thing you can hear is no, and then you never have to see those people again.
Exactly.
But I got the job. I came to training like the next day, and I served drinks for like 3 months, and then I was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna start dancing.
Yeah, make the real money.
Yeah, then I started dancing, but I wasn't a very good stripper.
Really?
I don't like to talk to people, so I would like go on stage, and then I would go like lay down in the locker room.
It's so weird that you don't like to talk to people.
I hate people. I
It's
really
so crazy.
do.
Because you're like so bubbly and outgoing, but then
with
like
people I like.
okay, but
or
like
people
you're like
yeah.
stranger danger.
Yes,
things.
stranger
Okay.
danger, 100%.
I'm opposite. Like I love like meeting new people, and I have
Yeah.
like a problem with like
Being
staying
seen.
connected with like the same person for too long. Which is,
Okay.
I hate that about myself, but that's
Okay.
just, yeah. But okay, so strip club, like I feel like me and you kind of had the same experience. Like I think I remember. Well, I mean, I didn't like it. Did you like it?
I loved stage. I liked it when I finally got to Bear, which was the last club I danced at. I liked it there because it was a lot of stage money. But the club I started at was like going downhill and got closed down.
The lap dances.
Ugh.
Hate them.
Hated it.
With a passion.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing. I think we have this as a subject too. Like sex work for young girls, I just really don't recommend. I think it's called like the adult industry for a reason. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like me when I was 18, 19, 20, like it would not have been good for me. But everybody's different. And everybody comes from different lifestyles and backgrounds, so you know, you can't speak for everybody. But I do feel like in general, not everybody, like I said, but in general, the younger, the more like problems like they're gonna run into, because they're not gonna like, especially like knowing which guys to work with and which guys not to work with, how to deal with guys in general, and like how to protect yourself from like being in a bad situation when that's your job. There's just there's a lot of good to sex work, a lot of good to it, and I don't judge anybody who does it, but there is a dark side to sex work too. So there's
especially I feel like in the strip club, being so young and like living in Texas, like I didn't think that being pimped out was real, and so like there was one time I ran into this guy that was like, oh, like I could make you so much money, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're hearing like, oh, you could make me so much money, whatever. I could get you an apartment in LA. You could come dance out there. Like, I'll fly you back and forth. And I was like, oh my God, this sounds great. Like, not even thinking like anything of it. And he had bought me a ticket to LA and I was supposed to go there. And I was like in my apartment in San Marcos and I was like talking to my roommates and I was like, should I go? Like, kind of having bad feelings about it. And he was like, I already got you an apartment in LA, like all this, and just weird. Like, he was definitely a pimp looking back on it. And so I ended up blocking him because I got scared. And he messaged me on a different account and like, or texted me and like cursed me out. And then he had all of his girls messaging me saying they were going to come to my strip club and like jump me and all this. Yeah, all the girls that he was
They never
like,
did though, right?
No.
It was all talk?
Yeah.
But there are scary motherfuckers out there that would actually do that.
And 19-year-old me, I'm just like,
That's what I'm saying. People don't know.
And then, like, before I even started stripping, there was this guy on Instagram that was like, I'm going to get you into modeling. Like, I hang out with Drake. I work with Drake, blah, blah, blah. He buys me a plane ticket to Minneapolis. I went to the airport and was going to get on the flight, and my parents found out and came and, like, I literally thought about this the other day. I was like, I think they just saved my life.
For real?
I don't think I would have come back. I think I definitely would have been sex trafficked.
And that's the thing is, like, if you don't have, like, it's not like you had two people, so you had your person that you were a roommate with, like, she kind of talked you out of it, right?
Yeah.
And then your parents, they talked you out because you have good people that you're surrounded by. But think about the girls. So maybe it's not even about age. It's more about, like, if you have a good support system or not.
I think it's both, though. Because now, but also I'm experienced. Yes. So I know certain situations. I'm like, oh, no, like, I'm not doing that.
Yes. It's so much easier to say no now.
Because I'm like, certain things, it's like, why would they do that for you? They don't know you. They need something out of you.
Yes.
You know? Like, they're not just going to put you on all this money and be like, all right, nice meeting you.
I know.
No.
And so it is. So
it's so scary.
If any girls are watching this, just know that, like, it does look kind of glamorous, and I think that if you do it the right way, it actually can be glamorous. Like, like I spent the last 3 months traveling every other week for my job, and I met nothing but great people, and I had great encounters.
Right.
Like, I loved every second of it. But if I would have done that by myself when I'm younger, didn't have a support system, I could have met a whole nother group of people.
Exactly.
I could have ended up in fucking Russia or
Mexico and just
anywhere
in someone's basement.
Yep.
Getting just fucking.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know. And now I'm like I'm a super cautious person.
Good.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to
just
go
like,
in
I've
being
dodged
cautious.
bullets. I've dodged fucking cannons.
I think even me as an older woman being in this industry, I'm still so thankful that I had my boyfriend when I got into, like,
I agree,
the porn side of things, because he stopped me from doing. I was about to go. I'm a full sender, so I was about to go full fucking send, and I wouldn't have known. Right. I would have just gone down the wrong track, I think.
And just like when you hear like horror stories online and just, I don't know, just crazy shit.
You have to just be so careful. And always, whatever you decide to do, I would say talk about it with somebody.
Huh?
I would say, like, always just talk about it with somebody. Like, before you go collab with someone,
talk
about it. And talk about it with other girls in the industry. We all, like, have, like, a list of people, like, you shouldn't collab with, and, like...
Or, like, let someone know, like, hey, I'm going to collab with so-and-so, just telling you, you know? Just so somebody knows where I'm going.
Exactly. Yeah. The girls in the industry in general are like the best women I've met. I used to be in the tanning salon industry. So I was like always around women then, and I don't know if it was just because I was younger, the girls I just didn't like. I did vibe with a lot of girls, but like there was a lot of drama. But in like the sex work industry, I just feel like the girls we're just another breed, in a good way.
Yeah, I don't have time for drama.
Yeah, I've never had any issues with any sex work girls.
Have I? I don't think I have.
Yeah, they've all been.
I don't think I have.
Oh no, I did have one with the first girl I ever hooked up with.
I think you told me that.
But that was it. And that's like out of like a lot of girls. Another negative thing about our job is that the only way to make money is by promoting yourself on social media.
Yeah.
Social media is not for 18 plus.
Right.
But you have to promote yourself on social media to get people to subscribe to your 18 plus sites.
Right.
So it's like, it, for me, gives me a lot of anxiety posting some of the stuff I post because I'm like, what if someone's parents, like, let them have this social media, like, or just kids just have social media in general. I hate that with a passion. And I just really think that social media should be like Twitter, where, like...
I don't think Twitter's 18 and up, though.
They put, like, it's just like YouTube. They put, like, warnings.
Like sensitive, yeah. Like, I think you have to be 18 to, like, view, like, our profile. Yeah.
Like, they need to make it more, like...
I don't know.
Instagram should have 18 plus side and
TikTok.
And TikTok, both.
Because imagine that. Like, because you know how, like, TikTok's really strict? If it had an 18 and up side, they wouldn't have to be that strict.
Exactly.
And then people could
promote themselves.
Like thrive more.
Because it sucks for us because if we don't post that, we don't make money. And we can't pay our bills.
So do you have any like funny or awkward collab stories?
I know, we brought this up and I was trying to think.
I know, I'm trying to think. I'm sure I do. I've definitely had people that make me uncomfortable. One. And I learned from it.
Okay. Can you talk about it or do you think they would like no?
I don't really care. He just made me uncomfortable and just kept trying to like kiss me and it was like POV stuff and just I don't know. Just
if you're a POV person,
like this, like
there's no reason to kiss.
Exactly.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you do. And like, all right. And I'm like, why can I feel your breath on my face? Like, ew.
And he smells bad, to be honest. But at least he did around me. I don't know.
He didn't smell bad.
But we were outdoors.
So
you could be sweating and that's normal human stuff.
And then, I've seen literally the same thing on Twitter that a lot of girls feel that way.
He's on a list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. But next time I feel uncomfortable, it's so much easier said than done. But I'm literally going to be like, peace.
Yeah, I know. Easier said than done.
It's so much easier said than done.
Which is weird. That
it
we're like
sucks.
that
I hate that because it's like I leave and I'm like, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah. Because sometimes it takes your brain time to register what's going on.
Yeah.
I think in the moment, and that's like with anything, like even fights, like you get in a fight and everything in that fight is happening in the moment. And then it's like after the fight when you have time to reflect, you realize like what's going on. And that's like the same with being like feeling uncomfortable by a man or even like sexual assault. Like there's so many girls that are sexually assaulted that didn't do anything in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, because maybe they weren't fucking processing what's going on. Like our brains don't keep up that quickly.
Yeah. There's this one time I was 18 and I did my first photo shoot and the guy ended up coming out in his underwear. And he was like the photographer and it was just me and him in his apartment. And I was so scared and he like took pictures with me.
While he was in his underwear?
Yes. He was like, let me join you. And was in his underwear.
What'd you do?
I took pictures with him.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But I literally left there and bawled my eyes out because I was scared and I couldn't say no.
And that's really normal.
I was 18. I was a baby and...
I know.
Just,
Yeah.
Which makes me sad, but it is what it is. And... you learn. I will never go in a man's apartment by myself again.
I know.
That's for damn sure.
Photographers.
Yeah.
Men with camera.
And he was a 35-year-old living in college housing.
Okay.
In San Marcos.
They're always the biggest weirdos, too.
I'm like, how did you get approved? How are you living here?
For real. Yeah, same thing happened to me when it was when my brother had left me in LA. I went to this coffee shop and I'm like, hey, like I need to try to make some money. I'm a barista, like I need to try to make some money to fly home.
Yeah.
Like, can I just get a temporary job and work here for like the next month, whatever.
Yeah.
The guy calls me back into the office and instead of interviewing me, he just takes down my pants and like starts doing stuff, and I literally did not say shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I swear it's like an out of body experience, because like now I've been in the military and now I'm older. I think like for real, you can say that though, because like I think I would have said like I should have done something, but it's like I swear when you're in that moment, it's just like you're an out of body experience,
and you just kind of go numb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
like
why.
Turn all my feelings
I fucking
off.
hate that about being a girl. But I do want to hope to say that if anything ever happens to me, I'm
gonna kill you. So don't get any ideas. I'm gonna kill the next person. Don't fuck around, because you will find out next time.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so most funny collab. Oh, we couldn't even think of anything. Fuck.
Okay, funny?
Funny.
Me and Destiny, our first collab, we had this photographer come, and she talked him into us putting a butt plug in his butt.
No, I love that girl, dude. That girl is something else.
Funny. And that was the first day I ever met her. And I was like, I like her.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember the first collab with her too. She's like, we were like doing the military
one.
And she's acting like she's a drill instructor. And she's pregnant as fuck. And she has her like lollipop and then her military uniform like tucked up like in her. So it kind of looks like she's like a shitbag. We call them shitbag Marines because like they're like the people who didn't fit into their uniform. Like they didn't take good care of their like, they didn't do like PT enough and stuff. So they would like overhang, and she's like with her lollipop, like she's like telling you what to do.
And you're
you
like,
have to see it.
Yes, Sergeant. Or what'd you say?
Yes, Sergeant.
That's so funny. Let's see, anything else funny? So I have a list on my phone of everyone I've had sex with, and there is this one guy that, remember I told you about this guy that me and Rob had him.
Fast?
No, me and Rob had him over to do content, and he fell asleep.
I don't remember you telling me.
I told you and Jose, yeah.
I was drinking, okay. That's another thing I hate about drinking, and there's like a lot of shit I can't remember.
I don't know his name, so his name is just Sleepy New Orleans in my phone, because he's from New Orleans and he fell asleep.
That's pretty funny.
And we were like, you gotta go, dude. Who's picking you up? Because his girlfriend dropped him off. And we were like, who the fuck is picking you up? And he's like, huh?
What?
Yes. So Sleepy New Orleans, he was cool. No, he was not cool.
Not cool, but a good story.
Good story. I wonder what his name is.
Sleepy New Orleans. If I ever run into him, well, I'm ready.
I'm ready too. We did it kind of at the same time.
We're about to go do our next vlog, so subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see more.
And share.
You know how you're supposed to say that?
Yeah, it's so awkward. Like, slap. Oh my god, I can't even speak.
like, slap me.
Slap me.
Caress me.
No.
Fuck
the shit
Don't
out
do
of
that.
me.
Remember, we will fucking beat your ass.
I will not fuck around. Okay, so we're gonna go to the gym.
Oh, that reminds me of like,
what?
So me and Emily, so we're on our no drinking thing, but when we were drinking, which we're not anymore, but
You're so funny.
We're all drinking in the back of the car, and this is like, for me, like I know I texted you said it's not a big deal, but like
I did not care.
For me, like I was just horrified seeing myself in that light.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when like you get a cringe moment.
Yes.
I don't really get too many cringe moments because like I'm a really like I try to not give any fucks. Like if I do something embarrassing or weird, oh well. But this one was like a little too far. I'm like drunk. I'm like doing some of this.
We're filming a music video.
Yeah, in the back of the car with the Uber driver, and then I drink. Somehow have ice and water. Which where did I even get that from?
I don't know.
I'm drinking it and I just spit it on Emily. I'm like, what? I rewatched that video and I am shocked. I'm like, why would I spit on her? Like, and then Emily takes the ice cube and eats it.
It fell on my crotch and I was like, how can we keep this going?
So yeah, that was my moment where I realized I
That
should probably
was
chill on the drinking a little bit.
That wasn't even that bad at all.
I know.
We were pretty well behaved that night.
Yeah. And we had so much fun with Holly.
We
Hot
did.
Wife.
That was so fun. I think not our worst night, but our most drunk night was that first time we ever went.
Yeah. We were wild, dude.
Yeah.
We were when we drink in the bars. Well, like I've always been like, I think that's kind of like a sex worker thing to flash in public.
Yeah.
Because like normal girls
care.
not in our industry don't do that. But like anybody I've met in the industry, like pretty much every girl I've met in the industry is like.
Well, I definitely didn't do it before.
I think it's because Twitter. I always make sure there's like no families or anything around.
Yeah, it's usually at bars.
Yeah, where like only adults are, and then I'm like, what? I just do it right now. Like we can't even use this part of the YouTube channel.
So yeah, no drinking.
No drinking. We're gonna go work out.
Go work out. Eat something healthy.
Yep, we're going out to lunch, which we got to figure out where. But we're going to Sugarland, so there's like a lot.
Cool.
So yeah, please.
Thank y'all for watching and stay tuned for our next videos. Love y'all.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good one.
We got deep.
We did get deep.
That was some real shit.